What's the word, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Big Will, back with another video, another episode. Life after prison. Let's run it. In this video, I'll be speaking on the way I got in with the gang members. Now, I wasn't a gang member. I didn't join a gang, but I got in cool with them for the simple fact that I showed them I had balls. Okay, so I had going in, and again, like I said, I used to sell drugs. I was a drug addict, but I get picked up on a raid, and I go to court, and they hold me with no bail. Okay, so I come right in. I go right into county, and they hold me. I'm on no bail, right? So as I get in, I'm sick as a dog now, right? I was on a methadone clinic, but the detectives, they grabbed me before I got to the clinic. Okay, so I go to jail now. I don't get a chance to get high in the morning. I don't get my methadone. So now I'm in there and I'm sick. I feel like shit, right? So I'm laying in the bed. The next day wakes up, and a good friend of mine from my city, Damien, he comes in for armed robbery, right? For holding up convenience stores, right? Shout out to you, Damian Brooks. You know who you are. So anyways, we go into, I go into search mode now. Now, I just got there. I know a couple people from past bids, but I don't know many. You know what I'm saying? And I go to, I'm asking people, hey, what's up? What's going on? Da 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 da. Somebody tells me, nah, nothing happened here. As I'm talking to somebody, there's a colored kid that he's standing off listening. So as I walk away, he comes up behind me, and he's like, yo, big man. He says, I got what you need. He says, I got that good Boston dope, he's telling me. And I'm telling him, come on, man, listen. So I'm like, yeah, that's funny. I start laughing. I'm like, listen, I'm south of Boston. I live south of Boston. I'm telling him, anybody I know from Boston, they come down to my neck of the woods to get their shit and go back up there, right? So we're laughing and shit. So I'm telling him, okay, listen, how you want to do this and shit? You know what I'm saying? You want me to order you some canteen? Go order. We'll put a slip in right now. He goes to saying, no, listen, you got to get your people to put some money on my books. I'm trying to get my bail up. If you put some money on my books, it'll help me towards my bail. Blah blah blah. So I'm like, bet, you got that, no problem. I said, but I wanna try it first. I'm not just having my people send you $200. You're crazy. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, no, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? The shit's already tucked away, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck it then. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not sending you money without trying it, you know what I'm saying? So, it goes on for a couple of hours. We're going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I'm sending my boy down to him. Hey, listen, let's, what's up? What's going on, Nah, listen, he's got to put, he's got to get his people to put money on my books. And, my boy's telling him, listen, man, his girl will put the money on your books right now. That's not the issue. The issue is, listen, we want to try it. There's a couple of us here, 3 or 4 of us, and, we're all sick. Listen, if we get off E, you got that. No problem. The money will be there. Nah, he goes back and forth. About an hour or 2 later, he comes over to me and he says, hey, I'll be right back. So he comes back about 5 minutes later. He hands me a napkin. And inside the napkin is rolled up, it's some kind of pill. It's a pill. You can see it's not even fully crushed. It's yellow, right? And I'm looking at him like, dude, I sell heroin. Like, this, what the fuck is this? So I'm looking at it and I'm saying, this motherfucker try to beat me. He tried to rob me. So I'm hot. Now I'm hot, right? I'm looking at him, and my boy Damien, like I said, that just came in, he's like, well, listen, let me smash him for you. And I'm like, nah, I got my boy Rodney with me. Shout out Rodney Manchester. I'm saying, Rodney's like, listen, I'll smash him for you. And I'm like, nah, listen. Rodney had put somebody on blast. A kid named Derek. Rodney had put him on blast for being a rat, a teller. Rodney says he's got paperwork. And he told me about it. So I had grabbed Derek and I'm like, yo, listen, like I said, whenever there was the white guys got into a fight or the Fall River guys got into a fight, I was mediator. I was, listen, you're gonna fight, you know what I'm saying, because of the respect and the position that I hold, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, I get to Derek and I'm like, listen, you're gonna fight, you're gonna bang with Rodney. And he's like, nah, I don't want it. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna bang with Rodney. Listen, you got paperwork, so you can either do 2 things. You can either fight or you can pack your shit. Here's a bag, pack your shit, you out. So Derek's like, you know what, fuck it, I ain't leaving, so send them down to my cell. So I go, me and Rodney are cellies now, and we're only in there a day and a half at this point, 2 days. Rodney goes in and he bangs with Derek, you know what I'm saying. He bangs Derek up a couple times, smashes him a couple times, bing, bing, bing. I guess what happened, it was funny, because I guess what happened is, when they were fighting, Rodney had hit Derek with a rib shot, and I guess Derek was scared to shit, you know what I'm saying, scared to death. But I guess he farted and it smelled like he shit himself. Like the whole room stunk, and we were all like, what the fuck? Oh, you know what I'm saying? It was horrible. So Rodney leaves the room, and Derek's inside there with his eye lumped up. All he did was give Rodney a scratch right here in his eye. So we go back down to the cell now. In this particular unit that we were in, the doors didn't lock, right? So it was a communal bathroom at the end of the hall. You know, it wasn't like a normal cell where you have the toilets in your room and shit. You know, there was a communal bathroom at the end of the stall. I mean, at the corner of the tier, right? So, and then at each end of the tier is the showers, right? So me and Rodney go back to our cell, right? So now I'm saying, listen, I'm getting dude, you know what I'm saying? This fucking kid trying to, you know, rob me and shit. And like I said, I had a couple dudes that wanted to go handle the problem for me, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, my pride was at stake. You know what I'm saying? Like you talked to me all day. You kept trying to tell my people put money on your books. Tell my people put money on your books. Like he wanted me to put money on his books, and then he was gonna leave the unit. You know what I'm saying? And nah, it didn't happen like that, right? Like I don't know who you're talking to, dude. I've been, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I do this. This is the life I live. You think you're gonna pull something over my eyes like that? Come on, man. You're not talking to some moron, right? So now this kid starts saying, "Oh, I'm a Crip. I'm a Crip. I'm from New York. Blah blah blah." So once I get to flipping out and I'm telling him, you're dead, da da da. Now he's going to the Crips, But somebody else had pulled his card. They said, "Listen, you was in another unit a couple days ago saying you were GD." You know what I'm saying? And the kid was like, no, I wasn't. So now all the Crips and all the GDs are, they got this kid, and, they come to me and they tell me, "Oh, listen, you got to hold off on that." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, man, listen, I'm a grown man. Nobody tells me when I can go to war. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the dude's like, nah, listen, we want to pull his card. We want to see who he knows. We want to check his paperwork. We want to see, if he knows his, I don't know what they call them, laws or the gang rules, the politics, whatever. I guess there's certain things that you need to know when you get inducted into the gang or whatever. So I'm like, this is all right around chow time, right? So I'm like, listen, dude, bet. So he's like, listen, let me pull this kid's paperwork. He's gonna make a call to some people he says he knows in New York that, that are big dogs, and he says after chow, we'll see what's going on. So now they get to pressing this kid. Who do you know? And nothing's adding up. Nothing's adding up with the kid. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm sitting in my cell. It's right after chow, right? And I'm all geared up. I'm like, yeah, I'm smashing this kid, right? So me and Rodney's in my cell, and there's a knock on my door. Knocks on my door, and kid opens up my door and says, "Dude wants to fight in the bathroom." I'm all psyched, dude, right? I go walking down to the bathroom real fast. I walk in. There's like 20 dudes in there, dude. They're all in a circle. They're all GDs. They're Crips. They're all standing there. Now I'm saying, fuck it. If I'm getting jumped, listen, let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Now, I had told my boys, listen, nah. My boy Ronnie's like, "You want me to go down there with you?" And I'm like, nah, dude, nah. I'm a grown ass man, nah. So, not knowing that there was like 15, 20 dudes in the bathroom, So I walk in there, and one of the kids, his name's Gunner, right? I just seen the kid too. This was from 2007, but I just seen the kid about a month ago at the store, and I'm like, "Hey, isn't your name Gunner?" And he's like, "Yeah, why?" I'm like, "Nah, I was in Dartmouth with you." And when that kid tried to tell me fake shit, and he's like, "Oh, I knew you from somewhere." So he walks in there, and when when they're telling me, "Listen, there's no green light," and I'm telling them, "Listen, I don't take orders from nobody." You know what I'm saying? The kid Gunner was like, "I like this motherfucker. Like, he's got balls." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, "Dude, I'm a man." You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't play by. My dad's dead. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody telling me what to do. So anyways, I look over. I'm looking for the kid. Where's this dude? I'm looking. The kid's sitting on the toilet. He's shitting. And they're like, "Go ahead, steal him. Steal him." And I'm like, "Nah, man, I ain't a punk. Dude, I ain't no bitch." Next thing you know, you've been hearing all, you only beat his ass because he was sitting on the toilet. And nah, I want him to get up and throw a fade with me. I want this kid to swing at me so I can break his whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're sitting there, dude. I'm sitting there like 10 minutes, and I'm like, this fucking kid's serious? Nah, he don't want to get up. Excuse me. He don't want to get off the toilet, right? I'm saying, is this kid for real? I'm standing there, I said, you know what, fuck this. I said, listen, once this kid gets off the toilet, somebody come down to my cell and get me, or I look at the kid and I'm like, listen, stop in my cell. So he's like, alright, yeah, as soon as I'm done. I said, alright, fuck it. So I walk out of the bathroom, I go downstairs, I'm on the tier. All of a sudden, one of the dudes come up to me and they're like, listen, he's got a green light. I'm like, oh, bet? He's like, yeah, he can't put the paperwork together. He's saying names that nobody's even heard of. He's like, dude, I got people, higher ranking members that he should know, his people should know, and nothing adds up, you know what I'm saying? And by someone saying that he was in GC claiming GD, they want to blast him too now because this kid's set tripping. He's claiming different flags wherever he goes. He's claiming a different set. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bet. So I go back upstairs to my room, right, and make sure my sneakers are tied. I take my shirt off. Now I take my tans off, my tan top, and now I just got a white t-shirt on. All of a sudden I'm standing in my room. Now just waiting for this kid. I'm sitting on my desk and I'm talking to my cellie, and I see the window. And as I look through the window, I see the kid try to scurry by. I'm like, fuck this, dude. I go racing down to his cell. I open up his cell. He's in his desk and he's like, no, wait a minute. We're gonna fight later at 8 o'clock. And I'm like, you think this is a dance? You think this is a date? I hit this kid with an open hand smack, right? Now, people say shit, but I got a big hand, right? I hit this kid with an open hand smack, dude. He hits the deck. As he's going down, he just like flopped. His foot came up, he flopped. His foot caught me in the back of the head as he hit the deck. As he did, he goes to get up, I hit him with a right, bam. I just shattered his whole shit. He goes banging out the door, boom, boom, boom. He's on a tier. He goes running down the tier, screaming, ah! He's yelling, Raposa! Ah, Raposa! The cop's sitting there. He's like, oh shit! Now his partner was on lunch, right? So I was caught. The guy was looking right at me. I just walked out of his cell. I walked to my cell. I sat down. I packed all my shit. I put it all in a bag. I had it all ready. I told my cellie, listen, make sure all my shit gets, sent down to the hole with me. I sat down and I waited. I had all my shit packed and I just waited till the team came. The team came in. They opened up my door. They told me, turn around, cuff up. I turned around. I cuffed up. Now it's standard procedure. Whenever there's a fight, you got to go down to medical to see if there's anything wrong. Okay, so I'm handcuffing them down in medical, and they're like, I see the nurse. She's like, you all right? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, nothing happened. I said, we just exchanged some words, and she's like, nothing happened. Like you fractured his jaw. What do you mean nothing happened? I'm like, nah, I didn't fracture his jaw. He tripped. You know what I'm saying? He goes to say, there was no fight. I tripped and banged my face. But they got a report. As soon as it happened, he ran out on the tan. He started screaming for the CO, and he told the CO, CO Raposa, that I hit him. I broke his shit. So I ended up going down the hole. I was in there. It was my first, like I said, it was my second day in. I spent the next 90 days in a hole, kicking methadone and heroin, and oh, it was a bad time. It was a bad time. And because I was the aggressor, I went to the hole. This kid went to I want to say FB is where he went to. Now FB was a lock unit, but you can still get your radio. You can still get you can order cosmetics, like for canteen. You can get shampoo and all that shit. In the hole where I was, I got nothing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a radio. I didn't have nothing. All I had was just state soap and shampoo. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had my one uniform that they let you keep. Your sheets. They let you keep your shower slides. You don't even get sneakers. And that was it. You know? And I'm locked down. You get out every other day for a shower. So I would be locked down all day on Monday. I will get out on Tuesday for a shower. 1 hour. You get to do a shower, and if it's your day out on Thursday, if it's your shower day on Thursday, you can make a 5-minute call. That's all they give you is 5-minute call when you're in the hole. Unless it's a lawyer call, you know. How many people say, oh, I want to call my lawyer, and end up calling their girl, you know what I mean? But so you're locked down 24 hours one day, the next day you're locked down 23 hours. You get an hour out. Now you can go out to rec, use the phone, and you can go out to rec, use the phone, and take a shower. Okay? You only go when you go out to rec. You go out in the little door cage. These little door cages right there. You go in that little dog cage for an hour. Okay, it's a 4x6 dog cage that you just walk in a complete. You know, you can't even do laps or nothing. All you can do is push-ups or try to do pull-ups on the fence. If you're trying to do pull-ups on the fence, the SEALs will yell at you, get off the fence, no touching the fence, you know, all that shit. But it's you know, it's under a pavilion. You don't even get sunlight. It's horrible. It's horrible, you know. But I mean, that's what the hole is. Hole horrible. But I'll tell you, we had a ball, and right outside the window, where the corner of the building meets, it was like an L, right? So the hole was this way. It goes down. The hole goes down this way, and on the corner over here where it meets, it goes down that way. It's the women's unit. ED, where where the women are in the hole. All right, the women's unit is a different building up the street, but when they go to the hole, they go down to the hole in ED, and they put them in so you're yelling through the window and you talk, and the girls say all kind of shit. Oh, you know, look at my beaver, and you know, they moan and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just wreck. It's wreck. It's what it is. It's wreck. But you want to see how many guys fall in love with a voice from a girl out in a hole, right? And they argue about it. Don't be talking to Crystal, that's my girl. You know, we're writing back and forth. You know, babe, I'm sending I'm sending a note to your mom's house. You know, have her send it to you and write me back. And I'm like, dude, you never even seen this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in love. You want to marry some chick that's in the hole. Like, oh, it's incredible. Well, big wreck, you know. But yeah, again with that, stay out of prison. It's no place. It's not fun. It's not fun, you know. But like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so when I make videos, you know, you'll be first to know. You'll catch the wave. And yeah, hope to see you on the next one. All you people who have been with me, I appreciate you. I wouldn't do it if you weren't around. Any new subscribers, welcome, and thank you for subscribing. Hit the like button, comment below, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Big Will, Life After Prison. Peace.